The presentation introduces key Buddhist sutras, translated and explained in Sinhala. The following segments will present and explain core concepts from selected sutras. Each sutra will be presented with its original text and a detailed Sinhala explanation. The presentation aims to provide accessible insights into Buddhist teachings for Sinhala speakers. Visual aids and clear language will enhance understanding of complex philosophical concepts. The goal is to promote deeper engagement with Buddhist philosophy through accessible Sinhala resources. The scene establishes a calm, natural landscape to evoke peace and tranquility. Soft lighting enhances the peaceful tone of the environment. Gentle animations contribute to the overall sense of calm. The landscape symbolizes harmony and balance in nature. The dawn setting represents new beginnings and hope. The Maitri Sutra in Sinhala expresses the wish for all beings to be happy. It further wishes that all beings be free from suffering. The sutra includes the aspiration for all beings to be free from animosity and hostility. The Maitri Sutra encourages all beings to maintain their own happiness. The complete Maitri Sutra encapsulates universal loving kindness. The essence of the Maitri Sutra promotes well-being for all. The Maitri Sutra promotes universal well-being for all beings. The sutra emphasizes freedom from suffering as a core principle. It advocates for the absence of enmity among all living entities. The sutra encourages the maintenance of happiness for every being. The Maitri Sutra encompasses well-being, freedom from suffering and enmity, and sustained happiness for all. Loving kindness involves extending compassion and goodwill towards all beings. This practice encourages the development of empathy and reduces feelings of isolation. Cultivating loving kindness promotes a sense of universal connection and shared humanity. Compassion involves recognizing and alleviating the suffering of others. Acts of kindness and compassion foster stronger social bonds and community resilience. Practicing loving kindness and compassion can lead to increased personal well-being and societal harmony. The scene establishes a tranquil and untouched natural environment. The calm atmosphere is visually reinforced through the composition. The landscape embodies a sense of peace and serenity. The dawn setting contributes to the overall feeling of tranquility. The untouched nature of the landscape is a key visual element. The scene aims to evoke a sense of calm and connection with nature. The Dhammapada quote in Sinhala script appears prominently on screen. The quote emphasizes the mind's primary role in shaping our actions and experiences. Negative mental states lead to suffering. Much like a wheel follows the ox pulling it. The visual representation underscores the Dhammapada's teachings on the impact of intention. Mental states are primarily led by the mind, with the mind being their chief influence and origin. Actions and speech originating from an evil mind inevitably lead to suffering. The consequences of evil actions persistently follow the perpetrator, much like a wheel follows an ox's hoof. The mind's nature dictates the quality and consequence of actions and speech. The mind initiates actions, setting in motion a sequence of behaviors and outcomes. Thoughts directly influence behavior, shaping the nature and direction of subsequent actions. Actions result in consequences, which can be either positive or negative depending on the initial thought and subsequent behavior. Understanding this process allows for conscious control over one's actions and their resulting consequences. The landscape displays a peaceful and undisturbed natural environment. The scene evokes a sense of tranquility and untouched beauty. The environment is characterized by its pristine and unspoiled condition. The atmosphere is calm, with a gentle breeze rustling through the trees. The landscape represents a harmonious balance of natural elements. The Impermanence Sutra in Sinhala script states, "Impermanent, alas, are conditioned things, prone to arising and passing away." The sutra continues, "Having arisen, they cease. Their subsiding is bliss." This verse encapsulates the Buddhist concept of impermanence, highlighting the transient nature of all conditioned phenomena. The cessation of these phenomena is regarded as a state of ultimate happiness. The sutra highlights that all component things are impermanent, characterized by arising and passing away. The nature of existence is defined by a continuous cycle of arising and ceasing. The cessation of component things, their subsiding, is described as bliss. Impermanence is a fundamental characteristic of all conditioned phenomena. Understanding impermanence leads to a state of bliss through acceptance of change. Impermanence is the concept that all things arise, change, and eventually fade away. The arising stage represents the initial creation and manifestation of a phenomenon. The changing stage illustrates the continuous transformation and evolution of all things. The fading stage represents the eventual decline, dissolution, and cessation of existence. This cycle of arising, changing, and fading is a fundamental characteristic of reality. The landscape is bathed in the soft, diffused light of early dawn. The scene evokes a sense of calm and tranquility. The natural elements create a harmonious composition. The landscape represents a pristine and untouched environment. The dawn symbolizes a new beginning and the promise of a fresh day. The Universal Well-Being Sutra is presented in Sinhala script. The sutra expresses wishes for all beings to be happy, free from enmity, and living in peace. It encourages beings to partake in the fruits of good deeds and to abide happily in the true Dharma. The sutra promotes a vision of universal happiness and spiritual well-being. The essence of the sutra is captured in the phrase, "May all beings always be happy, free from enmity, and live joyfully." The sutra promotes the universal well-being of all beings. It advocates for a life of happiness and peace, free from enmity. The sutra emphasizes the importance of receiving the fruits of good deeds. It encourages steadfastness in the Dhamma, promoting contentment. The sutra's core message is one of universal compassion and ethical living. Universal well-being encompasses a state of harmony and peace among all beings. This concept promotes mutual respect, understanding, and compassion across all life forms. Achieving universal well-being requires the elimination of conflict, suffering, and inequality. Animated visualization of universal well-being demonstrates the interconnectedness of all living things. The sutras play a significant role in fostering peace and promoting overall well-being. These teachings offer guidance for cultivating inner harmony and reducing conflict. By understanding and applying these principles, individuals can contribute to a more peaceful society. The sutras provide a framework for ethical conduct and compassionate action. The final serene landscape at sunset symbolizes closure and tranquility. The setting sun represents the conclusion of the presentation. The calm, natural landscape evokes a sense of peace and harmony. The scene embodies hope for a peaceful future. The natural elements combine to create a feeling of serenity and optimism. The overall visual aesthetic aims to leave the audience with a sense of calm and hope. Credits acknowledge the sources and contributors involved in the video's creation. Proper attribution ensures transparency and respect for intellectual property. Credits provide viewers with resources for further exploration and verification. The inclusion of credits demonstrates professional integrity and accountability. Subtle animations enhance visual appeal without being distracting. Calming atmospheres are maintained through the use of gentle, continuous movement. Continuous, non-disruptive motion contributes to a soothing viewing experience. Visual elements are enhanced by adding slight movements. The visual appeal is enhanced through the addition of flowing water. Swaying trees are used to maintain a calming atmosphere. Ambient background music enhances the visual experience, creating a serene atmosphere. The music's soft tones complement the visuals, fostering a sense of tranquility. The continuous background music provides a consistent auditory backdrop. The ambient music is designed to be unobtrusive, supporting rather than distracting from the visual content. The music's peaceful environment aims to improve focus and engagement. The soft, ambient music aims to create a relaxed viewing experience. A consistent color palette is crucial for maintaining a harmonious and visually appealing presentation. Soft, natural tones contribute to a visually pleasing aesthetic. The use of a consistent color palette ensures visual unity throughout the design. Harmonious color schemes enhance the overall aesthetic appeal of the visual presentation. careful selection of colors contributes to a balanced and aesthetically pleasing visual experience. Natural tones evoke a sense of calm and sophistication in visual design. English subtitles can be overlaid on the video to provide accessibility. Subtitles make the sutras and explanations understandable to a broader audience. Optional subtitles allow viewers to follow along with the content at their own pace. The addition of subtitles expands the reach of the video content to non-native English speakers. Symbolic imagery is employed throughout Buddhism to represent core concepts. Lotus flowers often symbolize purity, enlightenment, and rebirth in Buddhist teachings. Serene landscapes are frequently used to evoke peace, tranquility, and the interconnectedness of all things. These visual symbols serve as powerful reminders of Buddhist principles and spiritual aspirations,